welcome back to the channel. Yeah, welcome back. It is a rainy Thursday afternoon here in the Philippines, and we have something new in the mail. Just woke up and saw something in the mailbox, and lo and behold, we have Legacy Pointblank together with his Target Master Peacemaker. There you go, and he looks great. Look at that face sculpt. Oops, try to focus. That looks really, really wonderful. That face sculpt looks really wonderful. I love the color, the red, you know, the blue green, or is that teal? I'm not sure what to describe that color, but really love the color on this guy. Black, it just really matches the whole thing. You know, looking at the pictures of the G1 version, I would say that he is very close to the G1 version, and just really a big nod to that toy. So let's hop on to it. Articulation wise, I would just really say that this thing is very limited, because this section right here, stops you from, you know, doing that, and it hits that wheel right there. So you could go just that much when it comes to the articulation of the hand, I mean the arms. You can rotate the arms though. You know, there is like some swivel going on. You cannot do that to the fist. There is some waist swivel action going on right here, thigh swivel right there. You can do that to the legs. There is a knee joint. You can do it like this, you know, just bend the legs, and it will reach up to that height, because that's part of the transformation. So another wonderful thing. Very good with the articulation so far. Down here, very limited up here. Now you also have an ankle tilt, and you know, the toes kind of fold like that. Head articulation, head movement, you know, rotates 360. That is just pretty much it. So I would say that, you know, overall he is a good figure when it comes to articulation. You don't really have that much articulation going on with the arms, but that's not really a biggie. You know, it's not the end of the world when it comes to that. Now let's jump to one of the things that I've been checking out online, and I'm trying to observe. Is it the same size as the Battle Masters that we have gotten from the Siege line? So right off the bat, if you transform this thing, it is very different from that. Notice that Peacemaker right here, the legs are already combined, or it's like it's just one big chunk of plastic. It's not something that you can separate. It's not, there's no articulation. Same goes with the arms. There are no articulation. It's just one big chunk of plastic, which I think is a very sad thing. It's not really cool. They could have gone with the old Battle Masters or the Target Masters that we had from Siege, and the only thing good about that is like really the painting and the coloring. So really like the face, the coloring on that, and you can put him there, you know, that little Nebulon buddy of Pointblank. But let's bring another Target Master that we have already in the fold. So we have Crosshairs right here. So this is Siege Crosshairs, and he was a remold, or using the mold of Siege Ironhide, which we just have kind of reviewed with SS86 in the last episode. And let's take a look at his Target Master. Now this Target Master right here has so much going on. I mean, this is really a fun toy. So you have articulation with the legs. You know, you can't really bend the knees, you can't really bend the arms, but still you can move it around. And the cool thing about that, it's a lot bigger. This thing is puny. I have not, or I was not able to dig up the old Target Masters. The LGEX Hot Rod was a Target Master. I have that, and I can't really find him. He's in the stash. So I know that the LGEX Target Master, or the Battle Master for that, is a tad small, maybe yay big, around the shoulder of this guy. But this is still absolutely smaller than the Battle Masters or the Target Masters that we have from the Siege line. So that's a little disappointing. You know, they could have just used the same thing and maybe added function that we are going to take a look. Because here you would see that there is that, you know, that peg, or that plastic, which we will use to connect Peacemaker to Pointblank later on. And he's not really using this peg right here to, you know, connect him in vehicle mode, but you know, they could have just really gone with that, maybe placed a hole here. There has been some Transformers, I think it's the LGEX Target Masters, the Decepticon Target Masters, they have holes on their canopy, and that was fine. We could put it there, but it's really disappointing. That's just really my gripe. Overall, I like him, but the gripe is the Target Master. So let's put him there, and looking at them together right now, I am just excited to have that third Target Master Sure Shot. We hope that he's somewhere near the future. You know, we are definitely going to get Sure Shot so we could complete the 3 Autobot Target Masters. But so far, the first 2 are looking fantastic. You know, I don't mind having Crosshairs having that Siege Ironhide mold. Maybe they are going to remake Crosshairs, but I'm not hoping, and I'm not really, you know, just, you know, I'm crossing my breath, and I'm just holding my breath for that, because, you know, we already have one. So if they make another one, that's great. If they come up with that more toy accurate, cartoon accurate Crosshairs with the big wheels like the buggy, I'm happy. But for now, I'll stick with this guy. So let's have another, let's put him down to the back. Let's have some other size comparisons. We have the ones that were retooled as Target Masters, but we're not really Target Masters to begin with. So we have these 3 guys. So we had Cup, we have Blur, and we have Hot Rod. So we know that they had their own Target Masters versions in the cartoon, but just want to make a size comparison, and they're not really that bad. I mean, they're nice scale. So good job with that. Let's bring our famous leader. There you go, Optimus Prime from the Rebirth. So we got pretty much the Rebirth characters slowly, and then if we even bring the Headmasters, which I have to find, I'll have to dig them up in, you know, the Transformers stash, which is, it's going to be a doozy to checking them out because they're so piled up. I can't really locate some of the Transformers. But anywho, looking at them, you know, with the scaling, I think they look really great together. Look at that. It's the Transformers Rebirth, you know, the last season that we've seen these guys. So let's transform Peacemaker back into his robot. And look, it's so easy to transform. It's just like folding it, and there you go. Which I'm not complaining. I mean, that was really the purpose of the what do you call this, the Target Masters. You know, the gimmick was to come up with a weapon that transforms easily into a robot. So there you go. Really nice design. Let's take a quick pause and transform our Legacy Pointblank into his vehicle mode, and we'll be right back. We're back, and let's get ready to transform Pointblank into his vehicle mode. But before that, we're going to say sorry to Minerva. Minerva, I'm really sorry. We're going to have you transformed and reviewed possibly this weekend, so just wait your turn. Pointblank just came in, and he's something, so I was just really excited about that. We're going to get to Minerva in a bit. But anywho, let's get ready to transform Pointblank. Let's remove Peacemaker, and first thing we got to do is go to the back, and you can take a look at that really nice. This is the nice back right here, but this right here is really hollow, and that's fine because that's part of the transformation. So I can't really complain because this is something that you need to transform Pointblank. So the thing that you got to do is just bring the section down like that, and then just fold the head in. Bring this back up, and then you can put this visor or this windshield up right there. The next thing you want to do is rotate this section like so, and then you already know that that's going to be folded like that so that it can form the front part of the car. Now this is the doozy part. So this thing right here, this red block, is a double joint so that you could do this to this section. So you would see the half of that Autobot symbol right there. Now what you want to do is you want to just bring that here. Remember, always fold it going up, because if you try to rotate it going to the back, it's not going to hit. So it's always facing this way. And you could then feel, I know something fell, we're going to talk about that. Feel like there's like a slot, and then it will angle in. So same thing with this. Just fold this section right here. It's double jointed, and then once you have that angle right, you can then push this inward. And then once you have that now in that position, let's try to angle this, and there you go. So the next thing you want to do is just really try to sandwich them together, and you have a very nice front part of the car. Now this is one of the flaws of this toy. So this thing comes loose, and what you want to do is just really rotate that, and there's that hole right there where you can just really snap this in like that. Okay, now you want to bring this canopy up like so, and then rotate the waist section, and then just bring this whole assembly, and then just fold the toes, and then you'll notice that you can then angle that so that this thing right here will snap into a hole on the toe. Just try to find it, can't really try to angle that. There you go. So do the same thing right here, fold it, try to get a nice angle, and it's just really, there you go. And then just bring the whole canopy down, and then that's it. You got a really nice Cybertronian sports car, and it is a beautiful looking sports car, mind you. That is something really fantastic. I love it. I like it. It's a cool, sleek sports car, you know, futuristic, very 80s looking. So you can put it here like that, which I would expect, because you could actually drill a hole there, or put a hole if Hasbro did that. So you could put it there a la G1 Transformers. They usually have like a hole where you could put that there, and that would be cool. But they went with a different route. Now notice that there are certain grooves, try to focus on that, grooves right here, where you can then peg these two, and that's going to stay there. Now that's how they want Peacemaker to connect with Pointblank in this mode. Honestly, it's pretty weak because it's shaky, and it might just really come loose, but you know, it's not your typical connection to a, what do you call this, Target Master. So there you have it. Rolls pretty well. Really awesome design. I think this is the winner in this figure. I mean, the design for the, what do you call this, the vehicle mode is just amazing. So comparing that to his fellow Target Master, we have Siege crosshairs right here with pinpointer. They look great. So just one more Target Master to go, and we are all set for the Autobot Target Master trio. We have some, you know, other Target Masters right there that we know, like Artfire and Ricochet, but I mean, these were the ones featured in the cartoon. So just one more. There's a space right here waiting for you, Sure Shot, and we definitely love to see you in the future. So we're going to take a quick pause, take a gander at that lovely looking alt mode right there, ladies and gents, and we'll be right back, and let's get our final say on Autobot Pointblank. Right, folks, and we're back, and we finally have Pointblank back in his robot mode. There you go, together with the rest of his pals, Autobot pals. And let's give our final say about this little figure right here. Well, I won't really say little, because he's really a nice deluxe class figure. Again, best points right here. Things that I really like would be the face sculpt, really awesome face, color. is just really fantastic. Transformation is also great. You can't really complain that much with the legs, because the legs are really needed to be that way because of the transformation. But engineering wise, this thing is really great when it comes to the transformation and the way that he is made into his vehicle mode. The only gripe that I would really have would be these things right here sticking out, and usually they just fall off when you transform him, and the plastic looks really cheap. Other than that, this is definitely a figure that you must get. It's something that I recommend. You know, I like it so much that I'm just excited of what's going to happen with Sure Shot. You know, he's the last of the Target Masters that we have for the Autobot. You know, the 3 Target Masters, that is, but we don't know if we're going to be seeing some other Target Masters that, you know, in the woodwork, or shall we say plastic work of Hasbro. So let us cross our fingers for that, but that's pretty much it for us. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ladies and gents. Thank you very much for the people that have been subscribing lately. Stay tuned, because we are planning on something to give back to the people that have been subscribing to us. We have now finally reached 1,000 subscribers. Yeah! And thank you. We're going to post that in the community page later on. See, just try to wait for that. We're going to give something out for our, you know, subscribers, and, you know, hopefully you appreciate that. You know, we'll try to come up with something, you know, maybe a couple of toys to give out. But that's it. So thank you very much. If you have any comments, put the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like button and click on that bell icon like crazy, folks. And that's pretty much it for us. Till all are one, peace out and rock and roll.